Say hi. So we did it. We made it out the whole way walking. We rode a bus back. Stroller was outstanding. It handled all of our needs. It's pretty good. Enough storage and stuff like that. And it's designed so that when you fold it on the bus, because buses make you fold it, we took the bus back, only the front lever folds down. So it still stays stable on those three wheels. They weren't happy, but they saw it was folded. Nothing they could do. It is designed actually to take apart. If you look at the wheels, there's quick releases all the way around. It's designed to hook onto a bicycle or whatever else, but we weren't going to show them all that. It's got a handbrake up there on top, which allows some control, going downhill, slowing down, that kind of thing. It's not designed to keep it totally still. This is an older one. The newer ones, I think, actually have a locking handbrake, so that you can actually sit like on the hill, stand on the hill, stop and talk. But they don't want you to count on their stop. Joshua, lay down. Let's see. No. Give it here. Give me the radio. Give me the radio. Thank you. That's not what it's for. So, took a lot of water. We got some fruit while we were there. I had a pretty good time. One of the things I forgot. So the front wheel is not articulating. So you have to actually kind of pick it up to make turns. But the back wheels have a, what do you call it? There's a pivot point in them. So you can actually lean to do longer turns. And sometimes it's kind of like, oh my God, is this going to wear out? But it doesn't. It's a really well-made, well-designed, you know. Like if you look at the bar that comes down on the back wheels that holds his weight, it's that's an I-beam. That's the kind of part that goes on a car. First time I saw one of these things, I was amazed. The sun, I guess I have to call it a bonnet, because it's not like ours. Most of the ones in America attach in the back and then fold forward, covering, you know, kind of down. But they don't keep the sun, like if you're walking into the sun, they don't help. Joseph, bring it here, please. Bring it here. Joseph, bring it here. No, bring me the stroller. Bring it here. Bring it. I want to show it to people. Please. Thank you. Bring it here. So we're in a pretty interesting situation right now with it, where the bonnet's actually folded down. Joshua, lay down. You don't have to turn it around. Bring it this way. Just back it up to me. There you go. There you go. There you go. Okay, I got it. Okay, so he's got some other of his toys here. So this is it with the bonnet folded all the way down. He actually sits over it most of the time. Then it folds up to whatever position you want, like that, and then it opens. So that it's able to block the sun from any angle or any position while you move. It's not just stuck to the top like American ones are. The first time I saw one of these things, I was amazed. And there's so much into it. If you see let me see here, the way that it's connected. It's a solid rod through there, not going anywhere. This, I think, adjusts for height, and then this part here certainly adjusts for height. So it's pretty good. Like the netting, it had more than enough cargo space. Joshua, lay down. We've got a diaper, or 3 diapers, half a bag of wipes, and a heavy coat underneath, and still had room for some other stuff. And then in the back we had room for, I've got a big, it's designed to be a medical pouch for the military style. It straps around your leg and hooks onto your belt. I have one of those that I keep like extra flashlight, pocket knife, wrench, tourniquet gauze, tourniquet wrap, that kind of stuff in. Just, I've been carrying it since I had my embolism, because it really got me aware of those kind of things. When I had the embolism, I was taking blood thinners that were so bad that my blood flowed like water. It didn't clot at all. So I carried the tourniquet wrap and then added the other stuff to it. Kept my cards in it, have a solar battery charger for my phone, that kind of thing. Anyway, it fits in there. Another water bottle, I think one of his water bottles even. We had tons of water. We were good for that. We were well hydrated. We took along our little, it's an old peanut butter jar we keep with goldfish. And he had his cup of milk. So we were set. We were doing pretty well. Tires are pretty good. Good terrain. I'm going to show you the lean thing here real fast. So it's, hold on. So it's, with it on all three wheels, it has that ability to lean, which turns the front tire gradually. There's rubber insulators or connections down here that allow that lean. If you can see, there's a quick connect on each tire that allows it to be pulled off the shaft. And one on the front. These were, you see where the fender is? These were designed so that these were one of the original baby bike strollers. This was the original jogging stroller, bike stroller combination. It was just, they were beautiful. You get a 15-foot flag and pole, what is it, fiberglass pole and a flag. You put it on the back, and you're good for everything. Traffic and every other thing. I didn't mention this in my last video, and I want to mention it now and just ask for some prayer support. So there's a business, Smart and Final near us closed. And it's the perfect size for a church, or for something that really helps our community and helps people. So we went over last night while we were taking a little walk, while I was taking a walk, and just prayed over it, just blessed it to be used to help and to support the community. I'd like you to just agree with me that this is going to be the seed of a good ministry. While touching it, there was this little flash of, working and doing something more than just watching the door, but I've always been content with doing security in that area. That's it. That's me. We have a beautiful life. There's things where the enemy is trying to scare us and all kinds of other stuff, but I am sleeping soundly. I am praising God. Things are good. Oh, the hummingbird feeder. So we picked that up today. Probably shouldn't have. There's my water bladder. He's got a small one with the hose and the bladder and stuff, and we got to find his and put his together. Mine has the wrong bite valve. It has the original one, so when I lean down below the level of water, the pressure makes it shoot out. His has got the actual bite in and out part on it. I thought mine did, but something changed or something. Anyway, so hummingbird feeder up and full. Pray for hummingbirds, please. I love hummingbirds. Hummingbirds and helicopters. Things that fly backwards, that have that kind of independent movement. I see I have to move it away from the poles a little bit, probably. Of the uprights. I'm excited. Feeling good, getting healthier. The walk we did in like 4 legs, basically 2 each bus stop. And at each bus stop I was kind of sore, kind of tired. By the time we actually walked into the parking lot, my body was like, okay, let's go home and take a nap. I'm back now, and I don't have the runner's high, but I feel a lot better. Got some endorphins going. Those healing, chemicals in my body. This down here, not the big wheeled thing, but the other one is the bike that we got for him. But literally, we found it the other day. Little training wheel bike. It's on its side because we're soaking the nuts with oil because they were stuck. It just needed a $5 tube. So we have the tube. Going to loosen the nuts today, get his tire off, get his tube filled, and he has his first bicycle. We gave away his little tricycle that we'd also gotten for free, but we sewed that into the young lady's life, the little girl across the street, and we're trying to sew some other things into some other people's lives, partially out of gratefulness, just we're grateful that we're receiving, that we're getting, that things are growing. Yeah, that's it. when we got the stroller, the young man offered me a bus pass. So I bought it. And it was the same price as the stroller. But it was more money than I should have spent, you know, other than for transportation. The bus pass was empty when I went to go and use it. So I'm at the place where my ego did pop up and I want to be mad because, you know, you stole from me, blah, blah, blah. But there's a part of me that either wants to just put a curse on it and let it go and let him deal with what happens to him. Or I'm moving to the place now where I tend to bless those things, call it so to seed, and realize that I gave to somebody else who needed, and I'm going to receive multiplied returning. I think that even speaking about it right now, that's what I'm going to do. Joshua, don't bite at him. No. Okay. So Joshua still sees Joseph as another puppy, and Joseph was trying to give him commands, and Joshua thought it was play. So I'm going to flip this over. Joshua. Joseph. So my puppies, one of them needed some correction. You're the support puppy, not the main puppy. What are you doing? I have a habit of carrying a leash with me wherever I go. I've done that off and on for years. More on than off. One of those things. It's a good day. Beautiful day. Good stuff. Flies are dying by the truckload. Every now and then there's a fishy smell in the air. And I honestly thought that it was the neighbors cooking the other day, but I think that's the scent of the flycatcher stuff. And there are a lot of flies in there. There's some pretty big flies in there. I hope we're not importing them from someplace else, that we're just killing the ones that you know, are normally here in our area. It's supposed to catch 20,000 flies. So, and I'll see if I can magnify that from here. I think it's crawling. Going back here, now that I'm that tight, you may be able to see the ones moving around, yeah, in the air on the porch. Like tiny little birds, but they're not. You want to say bye-bye?
Bye-bye.
Say thank you.
Thank you.
Say I love you.
Thank you.
Love you.
Bye-bye.
Say Jesus.
Jesus.
Jesus is Lord.
Jesus. What? Yeah.
Who's your favorite animal?
Ow.
Peppa Pig?
Papa Pig.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's his current show. It's got some education to it. We do an animal each day and some other stuff still too. Been getting pretty good. Gooder and gooder. Oh, we got the hanging magnetic screen. Doesn't exactly attach on the sides. And we've been ripping it already. We've had it for 2 days. It's thinner material than we thought. I think what's going to happen is we're going to end up reinforcing it or almost recreating it with something heavier. For now, though, we've got coolness in the house and no flies in the house. Love the magnetic thing. That's something that's got a, yeah. It's funny. I don't know if anybody ever watched the original Battlestar Galactica. Their uniforms, I think, had that magnetic thing. So when these things close, I think of those uniforms. See if I can do that again. Make sure you get it on the camera. Yeah, I was a kid. I still remember. Okay, really bye-bye. Really bye-bye. 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 Look at the camera. Look at the camera. Look at the camera. What? You got a big mouth? What do you got in your mouth? Got all your teeth? You see, you see your teeth? You brush your teeth today? Oh yeah, we got to call a dentist. We got to get us a dentist. The doctor said that they're supposed to see a dentist every 6 months for the first few years. So I'm not excited about that much dentist, but yeah, you know. Anyway, close the curtain. Close it. Let it go, Joseph. Let it go. Get out of it. you do is get away from it. He likes to play in it, defeating the purpose. I really don't want flies in the house. Last year I had some that was, I got one of those little electronic fly swatter things, but it's not, you know, it's like a tennis racket, you know. I'm not good at tennis. And they tend to learn and move to some edges or something. Move to the corners of the room or stay against the walls. All right, we're really going, bye. See y'all, bye.